Well, hello there.
Hello.
And hi there, guys, and welcome to another video. So, here you find me and my wife, hello wife,
Hello, husband.
in the garden, as people sometimes are in their wedded home. We recently had a dream that we were in Korea, and we dreamt that we acquired some potato chips, as you would say, I would say crisps. And we have them now in person. Would you like to demonstrate the exhibit? Cheetos. 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 As you can see, this is the genuine Korean article. What's on the back?
Korean cracker with a CK reversed.
A CK, yes.
Yes. Otherwise, it's in Korean.
Otherwise, it's in Korean. There we go. So we acquired these, and I think we are going to eat them, and we are going to share our thoughts on them. Is that correct?
I think so. Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So where did we actually get these?
From a bubble tea venue.
A bubble tea venue, a BTV as they're sometimes called. Okay, and it does have a British label stuck on the back of the packet, does it not?
Yes. Let's see. We have some corn.
Corn.
Partly hydrogenated.
Yes, some partly hydrogenated.
Salt.
Some salt.
Hot sweet taste powder.
Here we go. So that's the key point here. The ingredient, the hot sweet taste powder. Thus we can assume that the flavour is hot sweet taste.
As well as hot pepper seasoning. Don't forget about the hot pepper.
I won't forget the hot pepper seasoning. Shall we open these bad boys up?
Yes. So I am, of course, familiar with Cheetos.
You are familiar with Cheetos because...
They do exist in the States, however, not with a sweet taste. This is new.
This is new. This is perhaps unique to Korea. Now, there are dogs nearby, and
they want the Cheetos.
They, of course, have noticed the opening of food packaging, and thus have approached us. But they will not be permitted to enjoy the Cheetos, for they did not dream of South Korea.
So, first thing to note, these are far less orange than their American counterpart. Would you like to take a look?
Oh, they are far less orange, though that could be due to the glasses that I'm wearing.
No, they are. They're pale. Pale
Cheetos.
Pale Cheeto.
Okay,
I'm taking one.
Okay, let me just...
They smell like corn-ish.
They smell Cornish, yes. A little Cornish. Yes, okay.
Would you like to take one?
I will take one. I will take one of these Cornish Cheetos from South Korea.
Should we dink?
Dink?
Dink.
Should we eat one
Let's
each?
Eat one.
Okay, here we go. A Korean Cheeto from Cornwall going in.
It tastes nothing like Cheetos.
I can't remember Cheetos. I'm going to try another one.
These are much sweeter.
I'm going to try another two.
They've got quite a sugary yes to them.
They do taste a little bit like, I think, nice and spicy knickknacks.
Yes, they're far more knick-knackish.
They do taste like nice and spicy knickknacks. They have a slightly different texture. They have a very similar knobbliness. More for you?
No, thank you. I think I've had enough.
Right. Well, that was yeah. So I would say the flavour is not excessively strong. I would say the flavour is very distinctive. The camera just got moved. That would be courtesy of Cello knocking it. So yes, distinctive flavour. Not very distinctive flavour. From Cornwall, South Korean, nice and spicy.
You find them spicy?
No.
No, okay.
Well, more spicy than
Knickknacks.
a non-spice item.
Sure.
An NSI, as we call them in Britain. I imagine some people with a very bland, loving palate would find them to be very spicy indeed.
Yes.
Certainly here in Dorset we would find these to be a little spicy, well, other than the fact that we also have the Dorset Naga here. So.
True.
Anyway, those are some words of mine. What are words of yours?
Sweet corn-ish. I prefer the American counterpart that are fiery hot. And, I mean, you do assume that they're going to be fiery hot because Chester, the cheetah, has flames coming out of his face.
Ah, Chester.
Chester.
Chester. It's a good American name.
Chester, yes.
Yes, Chester. It's, of course, a British town. Good American name, Chester.
Yes.
Excellent. Right. Well, I'm going to give a rating, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a scale that was invented by my great-great-grandfather. He passed it down to his son, who passed it down to his son, and it was used by his father and his father and his father's father before him. And on that scale, I am going to give these a rating of bifurcated simulation. Bifurcated simulation. I think that's a fair rating. What about you, mate?
I think they exist somewhere between trypophobia and arachnophobia.
That's fair. That is fair. Fair. Well, I think that's all we need to eat of those. Thank you, dogs. Thank you, Bria and Cello, for only causing minor disruption during the recording. That's much appreciated. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Lovely to have you here, as always. I hope you found the video interesting and informative, and I do hope you will comment below. Perhaps you'd like to comment about foodstuffs that you dreamt about that later manifested spontaneously or were bought from a bubble tea facility, and what you thought of them. Any comments from you?
No, I would agree that our dear viewers should try a bubble tea venue and see what they had in terms of weird and unusual snacks.
I believe the bubble tea venue in question also has some confectionery items, does it not?
Absolutely.
Maybe
Gummies
fly
with
some of
various flavors.
Various flavours. Well, I think that's about all for now, guys. Is that about all?
That's about all.
Right. Well, thank you very much. I certainly look forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, guys, there's nothing more for us to say except
Goodbye.
goodbye.